Hi, good morning. Today on What Do You Want to Tell the World, I'm going to tell you about how I filed an appeal and won.
Showed us your card. Are you good with that?
Medical marijuana card?
Yep.
If you verify that, I'm fine with that.
That's what I mean. So we're all good, man. Okay? I appreciate you taking... Is this yours or mine? This is yours. Mine. I'm sorry. It fell on the ground. But John,
Your name and badge number. My name is Trooper Round, 10928.
thank you. But
Yeah,
John,
no problem.
And I'm the supervisor.
Yours is?
Parsley out of Kiski.
Yours is
What?
Corporal
Parsley.
Parsley?
Yeah.
Like
Like the flakes or
Yeah,
seasoning
yeah,
or
gotcha,
whatever.
gotcha.
But all in all, John, I appreciate you just taking the time to cooperate.
no
all right?
problem. We good or we?
We're good. Yep.
Okay, thank
Just
you.
be careful, okay?
Okay, thank you. Have a good night. Appreciate it.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you like what you see, leave a comment. If you don't like what you see, leave a comment. So the clip you just saw was a quick little clip of the end of a sobriety checkpoint I went through back in June on my way home from the Dave Matthews Band show and from picking up my truck. So what that was Trooper Parsley releasing me from the stop and telling me I was good to go, and I figured that was the end of it. Well, it wasn't the end of it. That was only the beginning, really, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you about that process and what happened to me and what went down. So stick around. So in the wee hours of the morning on June 23rd, 2023, about 12:20 in the morning, I was on my way home from running some errands and actually going to see my first Dave Matthews Band show at Star Lake Amphitheater since 2002. I was pretty excited to go see the show. And it was a good concert. I did a video of the song "Stay." It's on my channel. I'll link a link to the video on that, and I'm also going to put a link in the description to the video of the DUI sobriety checkpoint traffic stop that I was forced to endure by the Pennsylvania State Police. So you can watch the video and you can see where the trooper, I had my window open about that far, and the trooper, for whatever reason, they always do, I drove up and they were stopping every car. It said sobriety. There was a sign that said sobriety checkpoint, and they were stopping every car. I thought sobriety checkpoints, and I'll double check the information, but I thought they were supposed to be random. I didn't know they could stop every car, because that's a lot like Nazi Germany, honestly, where they stop you and make you show your papers, and you can't proceed until you prove your whatever. I thought you had the right to be free of all unreasonable searches and seizures in this country, and when the officer touches your vehicle, you're by default arrested. You're detained. Okay, you're not free to go once he touches your vehicle. To me, that's a problem. I want to be free of all searches and seizures by the government at all times, and I don't want to answer questions, because my Fifth Amendment right is I have the right to remain silent. I don't have to incriminate myself. So I don't want to talk to them on the side of the road. So I don't. I tell them I don't want to answer questions. As you can, if you watch the video, and I hope you did, because you kind of need to see the video to get the basis of what happened. You only have to watch about a minute of it. And the clip that I put in this video, you can see where, again. So long story short, I have a commercial driver's license, and I don't like to hand it to the officers because it was expensive. Anyway, I'm sorry I'm getting off the subject. I'm trying to be as concise as I can. I'm trying to make this educational. I'm not. That's all. Anyway, okay. Back to the story, Clanch. I know. Okay. So I was released at the scene, and I came home, and well, if you notice by watching the video, Trooper Rao grabbed my arm. He opened my car door, and he stated to me at one point in the video, if you don't comply further, I asked him if I'm being arrested, and he said, if you don't comply further, you're about to be. They threatened to damage my vehicle. They threatened to destroy my property in an effort to get me out of the vehicle. Pennsylvania versus Mims says that police officers are allowed to get citizens out of a vehicle for officer safety. I don't understand why me asserting my rights is as a threat to officer safety, but they all take it at that. That escalated from a point to a simple traffic stop to a Terry stop when he grabbed me. He had no reason to grab me. And right there, he violated my Fourth Amendment rights, and pretty much, you know, that's neither here nor there, I guess. Well, it is here nor there. But anyway, on with the story. So a week later, I got charges in the mail. 5 charges. One for an expired inspection sticker, one for no emissions, one for failure to show my driver's license, and one for failure to show my driver's license, one for failure to show my registration, one for failure to show insurance. But as you can see from the beginning of this video, Officer Parsley, once he took over the stop, released me. What happened was I came home and I put up my dash cam video on YouTube because I didn't feel very comfortable with the fact that he grabbed my arm for no reason. I know what my rights are, and I know they have no right to touch you unless you're actually under arrest. They'll detain you. They'll say they're going to put handcuffs on you to detain you. Unless you're a threat to them, an actual physical, culpable threat to them, they really have no reason to put handcuffs on you. Because then they'll say, well, they can come off as easily as they come on. No. Once the handcuffs are on, then that's the point where you need to shut up also. They wanted to handcuff me, cuff me, and stuff me, and take me to the hospital and draw my blood and do all that because I have a medical marijuana card. But there was also another medical marijuana patient in the vehicle at the time. So the smell of marijuana that he said that he could smell is pretty much negate. And, you know, I've been around marijuana for a very long time, and I don't know. Can you smell marijuana through a window, you know, outside when the window's open that far? I don't think you can, but I'd like to know if it's a qualification of a state police officer that you have this super nose, because man, they all smell it. Every police officer, it seems, you come across anymore smells marijuana, and it's not just me. It's everybody. They're doing that to everybody. They're trying to hem people up. And if you have a medical marijuana card, don't get it out. Don't show it. Just that's gonna be another video too for another time. So, man, I don't know if I'm going to recommend Led Zeppelin's Ramble On or if I'm going to recommend Terrapin Station because I listened to that earlier today, but that's beside the point. Okay, so I filed the appeal in Westmoreland County. That went okay. They gave me a court date of December 19th. And my hopes were that the officer just wouldn't show up. I figured that maybe a state cop just would think, it's not worth my time. I just won't show up, or maybe I'm off, or maybe I'm doing something, whatever state cops do when they aren't working, which is, I think they conspire to fuck people. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So yeah, I went and filed the appeal, and on December 19th, I had my day in court, and I went up against the assistant district attorney's first name was Aubrey. Picture of Aubrey. So I was the first person there in the courthouse, and the trooper was there, and he's talking with another police officer who had a sovereign citizen as a defendant. And well, I ended up having to go after him, and I was watching the judge, who I didn't really think was gonna wanted to hear what I had to say. However, I was impressed that he listened to me. So we argued back and forth. And here's what happened at the appeal. I'll make this real quick. They came up, and the first thing they talk about is how the officer's experience and how he's been a trooper for all this time. And I objected to that. That's not relevant to, I objected to the relevance, and the judge sustained the objection. I was impressed. It doesn't matter if he's been a cop for 19 years, if he's been a cop for 5 minutes. Doesn't matter. So I objected to that, and it was sustained. And I objected to pretty much everything he said, because he tried to bring up the smell of marijuana, and I objected by the case law of Pennsylvania versus Barr. The judge asked me if there were any marijuana charges involved, and he said no. I said no, so he said that's not relevant. But anyway, continue. I said, but So the sovereign citizen was having problems because he didn't understand the way court works. The prosecution sets, the police officer goes and they ask them questions, they state their facts, and then you have a right to cross-examine them, which I did. I asked him some questions. I asked him about when he first saw my video, and he told me that he saw it when he got home from his shift. And I asked him when he filed the charges, and he said 5 days later. And I asked him if that was to retaliate against me, and he said no. But I asserted that I thought it was First Amendment retaliation. Then I showed the video at the beginning, the clip in the beginning of this video, to him, and I asked him if that was Trooper Parsley, and if that was him saying if he has a medical marijuana card, I'm good with that. And that was that. And then it was my turn to present my case. So I started presenting my case, and I stated that I did. Okay, so during this time, when I started presenting my case, and I asked several times if the officer was what the charges were for, and he said for not showing my driver's license. But then he started to backtrack, and he said it was, well, you did show your driver's license, but it was for you not showing your registration, your proof of insurance. And then I went, no, okay, no. You charged me with not showing my insurance, and that was dropped. So this was for my license and my registration. If I'm required to show 3 things, and I got 3 charges, and one of them is insurance, and that one was dropped, then it would have been registration and license. Show my license. So therefore, so nobody asked me for my registration. So he didn't actually, because I watched the video several times, and Trooper Rao never asked me for my registration. All he did was threaten me. All he did was tell me that he was going to arrest me if I didn't comply further. All he did was grab my arm and rip my truck door open. Never asked me for my registration. He wanted to see the whole video. He wanted this judge to see where I said, well, put the weed away. Well, I only presented 46 seconds of that, because that was the only thing that was relevant. It was when Trooper Parsley was saying, look, we're good to go. Okay. Getting frustrated, and because I thought the judge wasn't going to listen to me. I thought the judge had his mind made up, and I thought that I was wasting my time, and I was going to have to appeal this one. And I took this whole case on as a learning experience, just to see if I could do it. See if I could do it pro se, by myself, without an attorney. And this is what happened. This is what the turnout was. This is what the final decree was. I don't know if my address is on here, so let me look. No, my address is not on here. So, right. I was found not guilty. The actor is found not guilty. And what the judge said was that the state has to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that I did what I did, and they didn't. Okay. And if you're going to do this and you're going to take them on, you have to cross every T and you have to dot every I. I filed a complaint against Trooper Rao also. I waited until the appeal process was over. I am curious to know about what the state police are going to say, or what they're going to do to react about this, okay? Because there needs to be reform in the state police, because they think they can act like this, and they can't. The only person that broke the law that night was Officer Rao when he grabbed my arm. He violated my Fourth Amendment right. And then he violated my First Amendment right to petition the government for redress of my grievances. The takeaway from this for any law enforcement watching this is this. Don't do that. Don't charge somebody because you think they got away with it. Okay? Make sure you have all the evidence. Don't do that. It's not fun for anybody that has to go through it, and it's not cool, and nobody likes it. And there was no kindness in him. He wasn't doing that for safety. He wasn't doing that for anything. I wasn't impaired, and I wasn't breaking the law. And you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. So why don't the police give you the benefit of the doubt? And honestly, it wasn't a thing. I went and during the appeals that were going on before mine, I went and spoke to the police officer and I said, hey, look, if you want me to take down the video, I will if you walk out of here right now and just, let this go. And he goes, no, it's about the point now. Well, the point now is maybe I should sue you. I haven't decided if I'm going to yet. If you reach out to me and apologize like a man, watch the video again, Steve, and see what you did wrong and apologize to me. And maybe I won't pursue this any further. People make mistakes at their jobs all the time, and a lot of times they get fired for it. Okay? And you violated my rights, and I'm not cool with that. I'm willing to hear you out, why you did what you did. I might accept your apology. I might not. Reach out to me. I know you watch my videos. You obviously do. So, come across the thin blue line and see what happens. You never know. You might actually be somebody's hero if you do. You might actually do the right thing and be good and do something that's positive to society and not just hurting people. Because I can guarantee you, Officer Rao, you've probably hurt more people than you've helped. Okay? Any law enforcement officer that's watching this that thinks that what he did was right, you absolutely have hurt more people than you've helped. I'm doing this, I'm putting this video out to help people. Help people that are attacked by vicious, corrupt police and law enforcement. So if you watched this video, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm not gloating about my win. That's not my intention here. I'm not now I won, okay? I'm saying this because every day people get screwed by elected secretary magistrates in this state. And there's a process for it, and you just need to know the process. So you can reach out to me. My email is down below. Send me an email. Leave me a comment. I like to leave positive comments. I publish a lot of the positive comments, and negativity I'm not bothering with anymore. That's why I say if you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. If you like what you see, leave a comment. If you don't like what you see, leave a comment. I get to see every one of them, and I read every one of them. So I love what you people have to say. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the people that have been sending me things. That's kind of cool, I don't know how y'all got my address, but you got my address. So, I listen, I can't eat coffee cake, but my mom can, so she likes the cake. So, I appreciate that. Hope you didn't, please. Well, I know it came from the manufacturer, so thank you for that. Appreciate everybody. Thanks for just, watching, and Chester needs something, so I'm going to go see what he needs. And again, happy holidays to you and yours, and appreciate you watching, appreciate you stopping. Like, comment, and subscribe, I guess I'm supposed to say, and check back again for more content. It's the fight against the man is never over, and oh, that's right. My song recommendation for today is going to be Led Zeppelin's Ramble On, because that's what I've done here this whole time. Apologize for that. If you watch us to the end, I really appreciate that. Hey, if you watch us to the end, tell me your favorite Led Zeppelin song if you watch us to the end. Have a good day. Fuck. Fuck. Fucking. Fuck! Why can't shit just go right for me? Ever. Fuck. Okay. Intro 1. Today on What Do You Want to Tell the World, I'm going to tell you the story of the sobriety checkpoint I went through, and no, I'm not. This is oh God. The Mondayest of all fucking Thursdays I have had in a long fucking time.